Again, Phoveus answers out mobility and dashes out of.
Other than that, we're going to have to wait and see what their battle plan actually is.
Let's see how this goes. How will Omega push this to a game number 3? We're looking at a debut pick here by Marked. Now, coverage of the map maybe is what they're going for, but how does this lineup blend well with Echo? We're looking at Carltese getting his hands on the Nolan. We were looking at Sanford with the Barretts. So there's crowd control, there's burst, mobility, and you have this burst capability of how teamfight will work with Vixana.
Yeah, but Vixana right now.
That's also the biggest concern as well for Smart Omega. It's not just about the late game, but also early game damage. It's non-existent for Smart Omega. You have the Harriet, yes. You have the Phoveus. These are both great in mid game, but your mid game against this lineup of Echo, it's gonna be heavily delayed because Cartesi is just gonna do this.
Yeah,
right
you know
away.
They can completely nullify Shortcut, which is the name of Chip's ultimate, which I just looked up, and I saw Burrito also looking it up, and Chantel, so everyone's looking up the name of the skill. Anyway, what I was saying is, you know what, you can nullify the effect of Shortcut if everyone that you want to teleport is super weak, is super delayed on their lanes. That's exactly what Echo's doing right now.
I mean, the thing is, like, Smart Omega, they have this cheesy team fight tactic against Echo, but you have to get there. The question is, how do you get there? You have to control early game, and even then, you lose out the early game against Echo because you have nothing against this Nolan.
Yeah.
Just a question. How will you go against the Nolan now? Because if we're looking at damage, well, this guy has more of the damage combining most of his passives. And so this is the question. Will they even commit? Oh, but Sanford commits to Daytona's welcome.
Nice Daytona's welcome here, and the Eternal Guard, the ultimate combo combined with Carltese, which is what I said earlier. No matter how tanky you are, that's a very difficult combo to withstand.
That's the most aggressive dinosaur I've seen in my life. Turtle was gone. He was like, I'm about to eat more. I'm going to take more.
And he had more coverage.
And he has a lot of chips.
Yep.
And his tail, no. That's why.
You saw a chip. Nice.
Yep.
I understood their reference.
It could be a healthy change of diet for a dinosaur. Yes, I think chip is also a good way to feast on. But that's the problem. Will Mark just keep on doing that? Because I know he's getting vision. I know he's trying to get something out of Echo's coverage and even the map.
Yeah.
But right now, looking at how JP, Carltese, and Sanjian rotating, they got their tracks covered.
Yeah, they seem to have everything covered right now. I
Oh,
think the
that's a
only
flicker.
question mark is if they commit mistakes, which is exactly what I was gonna say there. And right now, it's Carltese who can basically destroy Andoryu at this point, right?
I mean, Andorra's been winning this Retribution Stevens against Cartesi, surprisingly.
Since the last game.
Yeah, against the young GOAT.
Imagine that, how experience speaks to it. Like, okay, I want to deal with this and have a chance for my team to bounce back. And for this, Echoes with a lead of 2.2k. It's 3-0 in the first 3 minutes. So how will this lineup go? I mean, you have Jom on this Harith up against Benecutie. So in early game, Benecutie's 2 levels ahead. 2 levels! Oh no, Curse Touch connects to him. Plus the Eternal Guard. Going back to what I just said, Benecutie's ahead in 2 levels. Midnight and Harakart. Benecutie!
That's gonna be so hard for them to actually deal with. But again, it might just have to be damage control up until the point where it's safe for Jom to join these fights. It's going to be until it's safe for Ryota to join the fights. Because without Ryota, without Jom, the damage, that's basically free walking tanks.
Mark.
Should roll in right now, though.
Carl!
My goodness, Carltese, that is one way to deal with him. And again, this is why you pick this guy.
Ooh, that was a big question mark for Carltese. He went in too deep, and the Smart Omega just showed up with a chip. And suddenly you see 3 heroes popping out of the portal.
Yeah, so that's the
Instant
problem. Okay, Daytona's welcome flicker.
That's a very good usage of Daytona's welcome into the flicker. Maybe it would have lasted longer, but Ryota will be able to survive. Obviously, this is XP lane Arlot, right? It's different from Roam Arlot, very squishy. This one is tankier.
Yeah, and
more items.
Oh, already? Yeah, so XP Lane doing all the work, and Flicker saves him from the possible takedown. But looking at the threat of Chip right now, yeah, he fell down 2 times. I think that the threat is like, okay, once the portal is open, everybody could just completely gank you up. It's a 5-man invade, 5-man engage. The question is, how will Echo revolve around that? Will they respond in quickly? Will Will they use that as an advantage? But right now, XP lane Sandra being trapped in 2.
Huge advantage here, obviously, for Andorio and Ryota. Their DPS is quite low. But then again, so is the backup coming in from Echo. He's a little bit too late here. Nice energy eruption here from Andoryu to stop RLTZ from killing the Arlot.
He stopped the second dash. That was very good. Very good
huge.
timing from Andorio. Now, to answer your question, I think Echo has to really play around this Nolan more because RLTZ has been roaming around solo for the past 2 minutes, especially after that takedown. Smart Omega, the thing about their lineup is if you don't pressure them.
Oh, Divine Judgment!
Anyway, here, if you don't pressure them, they don't care. But
Oh!
here comes the backup, the 4-man attack, the 4-man shortcut, which could have actually taken someone, but Echo, they're very attentive.
Yeah. Oh, Andoryu!
No.
Oh,
Andoryu!
they're diving in under it. Benecutie with all the flickers used up, he's still quite low.
Well, Okir's
and that's
just
gonna
jumping.
be Okir going for the hunt with a vengeance, not enough to chase him down.
Wow. Alright, I was about to say earlier, if you don't pressure the chip or any other hero on the side of Smart Omega, they're just going to be able to farm efficiently because again, they don't need to join up fights. The thing is, they have a chip. They don't need to force fights because if Echo goes on the chip, if Mark is able to use his ultimate, Omega will be popping out from that portal. And Echo, they did exactly that. They went on the chip, and then Smart Omega just popped out of the portal.
And Ryota had managed to use that final slash so beautifully, pushing and pressuring Benecutie to fall back to base. No, third objective. Turtle is up. Who's going to take this? Sanford.
So again, we've been seeing Omega really come out on top. Andoryu, I think he's taken at least 7 or 6 out of like how many 8 turtles against RLTZ. That's impressive.
This is great for Smart Omega, by the way. Very interesting dynamic with this lineup. Oh, gets pulled.
Great poke here coming in from Echo. They will be able to take out Andoryu. Coming in out on top here is going to be everybody. Everybody coming out of the shortcut.
Welcome.
Ready for the fight, but they isolate. Mark can't really come to their rescue.
The overcommitment for Smart
Way
Omega.
overcommit.
Yeah, Andoryu and Mark falling down. Even the portal is up, and that is just the counter punish of Echo. Now they're seeing this mid lane.
Ryota?
Oh, Ryota, the final slash. Curse touch
Dodge.
connects. Completely dodging. There's a pickup also an item for Sanford as well. So, okay, what went wrong there?
I mean, again, aside from the overstepping, I don't think they have the damage yet because Jome had to go for the Thunderbolt first item, especially against a carry. And look at Benecutie with the Corrosion Scythe. No boots, by the way. Corrosion Scythe into the Rose Gold. He is going to be able to survive this magic damage coming out from the Phobius and the Harriet. That's the reason why it feels awkward to Smart Omega. Like, you look at this lineup, yeah, they did fail early game, but still, they have a strong mid game. But because of the early game lead that Echo had and these itemizations coming out from Echo, it feels like they're getting repelled. Smart Omega's mid-game advantage is getting repelled.
Yeah, not picking up the boots is like a sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Because your early game is a little weird. You're going to get chased down. You might use the flicker. You might need to use a flicker, but you will have items. Oh, what are you doing there? You're standing on a shortcut?
Sanford,
you can't do that.
Sanford.
And now it's going to be Sanford in the middle of the fight here. They Toast Welcome already used up. Huge fights erupting. Huge chase down coming from Omega. And everyone just wants a piece of the pie. Sanford going to be super low. They know that Daytona's Welcome is not available, and they take more than they bargained for.
I mean, to be fair, Echo did not really try to fight that out after that chip kill. RLTZ and Benny was like, nope, we're done. We're getting out.
Ryota, though, having the ability to final slash at least 2 members, and he still lives! 4 members of Echo are down!
Despite how RLTZ and JP went there and waited for the right moment to take down one from Omega, Ryota's final slash saves the day, and they fall!
Oh, Smart Omega with the synergy, they are able to make plays against the Orcas. These final slashes, these chip ultimates, these Zaman forces has been really on point from Smart Omega. They went in for the punish. They knew Carl and Benny did not want to fight. They didn't have the Divine Judgment. So Smart Omega, in their minds right now, we can just go brawl. We can just go fight.
That's a huge. That's actually a huge advantage from Atoyar, man. You're taking so much attention to the chip. You keep forgetting Final Slash is also a very scary ultimate.
Yeah, fun fact. Chip's favorite snack is
I never knew.
Potato chips. Comment down below if this is your favorite snack as well. I think I might buy a soda to pair it up with a chip or something.
Honestly, Chip is just disgusting in this point of the game. Like, he is able to move across the map, just by sitting in one, in one particular, not even side of the map, one particular dot of the map.
Man, he has 4 portals. 4 portals to be utilized by his own ultimate.
Look at this.
Oh no.
He can play solo.
He
and
can
just use ult.
It's still a
literally call
5-man.
team.
Yeah, this is an entire team.
Woo!
There you go.
There you go.
Ultimate.
Game
Portal is
straight
open.
Up. A catch.
Oh,
People on the
everybody's here.
rotation. JP! Oh my goodness, Carl TZ and Sanford, they're in trouble here.
Oh, Sanford?
Sanford's at the back. They flicker up straight into that turret.
Oriota!
Don't forget, you still have a turret on the back.
Okir.
Okir jumping
He's
in
just
and
in the
out of existence, jumping into these fights, taking full attention of Echo, while the Lord and everyone else goes for the retreat.
Wow, earlier I said Echo will have just a fantastic mid to late game, but with this level of execution coming out from Omega, it feels like they know so well how Chip works. You saw how Mark played that, right? He was like
practice.
walking. He was walking in front of Echo, and he was like, "I'm just not Chip. I'm the entire squad."
Yeah.
I know how to call a party, so be sure you're ready. And that's how they completely managed to pull things up at Echo. Let's go for a replay.
Imagine-
Let's go for a replay.
Imagine a position 5 roam flickering on top of you without nothing. No backup whatsoever. And then suddenly 4 heroes pop out of nowhere.
That actually could have been worse for Echo because they caught 2 people trying to retreat into base. And that was super surprising for Echo, but it's good that Sanford was able to have the presence of mind to use Daytona's Welcome and Flicker.
Oh, Mark!
Oh, here it comes again.
You know?
That's 1 portal here. Obviously, you can take care of that if you are Echo spotted out, but now
There's a
it's going to
call.
be Echo on
Sanford
the chase.
is not in conceal.
They
He's
know
not in
that there are 2
conceal.
people here. They know that the shortcut
Whoa,
is on
they see
cooldown.
everyone.
They're
They see
responding
everyone.
right away.
Everyone's on the chase here.
They're responding right
they're
away.
running. Oh, that's something.
You literally hear the crowd, and the energy just completely blends with
Bro.
everything.
You know what's crazy? Mark can do this all day. He can just pop out, in and out over the portals. 20 seconds cooldown, by the way.
20.
And then if he sees somebody, press ult. Press ult to win.
That's his job.
That's his job. Yeah,
And don't
exactly.
forget, Mark can also go back into these beacons anytime
And he can just jump to Lord. He can just jump to Lord, by the way.
So this is the problem. Will Echo melt down his portal? Are they that fast? Like in minutes now? Midnight, how's Benicuti's damage with that?
The thing is, if he flickers in, it's gonna be hard to take down the portal because you also have to deal with it. And also, like, you have to target the portal by yourself. But the thing is, will the time be enough? Because if you commit to taking that portal, yeah, you might be able to take it down. But suddenly you're faced up against 2 heroes
Already.
that have gone through the portal, and then you will just die.
Oh no. That's so much problem. I mean,
Look at
the
Mark.
Louis problem in game number 1. Now you have Chip in game number 2.
They have to be careful here because you know what? Mark can teleport to any beacon. That's why JP's been standing near the beacon for a long time. He can go down here, but south of the Lord. He can go to the other side of the map in an instant, as long as he is on that beacon.
They need to be.
Look at that.
They need to be really concerned about where the chip goes. This divine judgment. How
Oh,
it goes.
here we go. He goes to the bottom, and he jumps in to Sanford. That was a weird.
Oh, that's a wasted ult. That's a wasted
That's a
ult.
wasted ult, right? That's not useful, but they use it enough. They're able to distract Echo long enough for Andoryu to go for the Lord.
The timing was there for
Wow.
Smart, Omega, and JP. Dude, that was genius, by the way. JP was in the right spot. He knew that the chip.
He sensed it.
He knew that the chip was gonna TP in.
Yeah.
But he concealed. JP was not able to get the divine judgment off.
Because you need to
You need to hit it
click
first.
it. You need to hit that icon, that hero lock.
Yeah.
Oh, and he can't do it because there's no target on his.
Yeah, and he was like,
phone.
all right, what am I going to do? He tried using the first skill. He tried hitting it, and he was like, all right, screw this. I can't use
Let's
this.
just walk.
Let's just walk away.
Such a smart play from Omega.
That was genius from Mark.
That was so good. That was just so good.
And it's so hard for them to deal with this, right, for the meantime. But you know what? As time goes on, Echo's team fighting is going to get stronger. With Benicute getting stronger.
But so does Omega.
But yeah, that's right, though.
So are we still seeing the same possible game? Like, could this still be anyone's game?
Honestly, I would say it's still on the side of Echo, but with the way how Omega has been executing these fights,
Yeah.
it's still going to get harder for Echo, especially for the Nolan. Because the thing about Nolan is that he falls off, not that hard, but he does fall up against this kind of lineup from Smart Omega.
It's very difficult if your targets are compressed together.
Yeah, and just walking around the team fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Mark!
now though, Mark goes in straight up for the gate crash. Another teleport coming in from the rest of Omega, but the team fight is very, very messy. Mark goes down, though that's utility gone. Okir's jumping in, but he will get taken out as well. Shutdowns coming in, 2 kills for Carl Teasy. And there you go. Make that 3, by the way.
Ryota.
So
Ryota.
there's-
Ryota, run!
Oh, but it's a maniac!
I think they can end. I think they can end.
They can definitely end this, right? They can, like, half a minute.
But there's minions pushing down bottom.
No, there's minions are spawning. There's minions spawning.
They just
for Echo.
spawning. They can take care of it.
Oh my goodness, that's it.
That might be game.
That is it. It's just Mark who's alive. That's game.
That's game. That's game. He can't clear. He can't clear. Chip has no way clear. That means it's still going to be an Echo 2-0.
And that's how they win the lap. Echo, despite